welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, girl, welcome to the YouTube family. And hopefully this is not the first video you've seen, but so I don't have good news, y'all. This is a life update, but definitely welcome to the YouTube family, girl. Subscribe to my channel, and yeah. So okay, y'all, I got quite a life update for y'all, and I hope y'all ready. Let me see, I want to face this way because the lights are so. Let me get my camera popped up a little bit, y'all. Okay. So as y'all see, we are in the hospital. So the baby, he is currently in the ICU, y'all. We've been here. Today is Friday. We got here yesterday morning. I don't know if I'm post this today or tomorrow, but today I'm recording this is Friday. This is the only time I really got by myself, some privacy, no nurses or doctors or nothing coming in. My boyfriend, he just left to go run a few errands, so yeah, and we got guests on the way, so I need to get this video done. But the baby caught a cold, y'all. I want to say yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday's when we noticed it. Now throughout the week he was doing like a whole lot of more slobbing. I don't know if this normal or what, but Wednesday we noticed he developed like, well, I'm gonna say Tuesday night he got like a slight cough. Wednesday is when his cough got worse and we realized, okay, he had a cold. So I've been giving him baby Tylenol. Him take a Tylenol, and we've been doing our best to keep him as comfortable as possible. He been feeding and stuff fine and everything, but I want to say Wednesday, I'm getting my days confused now. Wednesday morning he had spit up his milk. My sister had fed. It was like 3-something that morning. He spit up his milk, but all throughout the day he took his feeds and stuff fine. Wednesday night he spit up his feed, but it was like more than one feed, I could say, because it was a whole lot of milk. So that wasn't just one feed he spit up. So we realized like he wasn't even digesting his milk. He was drinking it, but it must have been caught up in like all the mucus and stuff. So he spit up real bad Wednesday. Once again, we thought it was just a cold and really think too much about it. So I went and I got him some baby Vicks. I rubbed it on his chest, his back, and I got some spray that you spray up in his nose just to help him to be able to breathe better and stuff. And yes, that was Wednesday night. And so Wednesday night was rough, y'all. I fed him again after he spit up that night. I was like 10, 11 something. He went to sleep, but all throughout the night, like he was just up and crying, fussy. And I was just, me and my boyfriend was doing the best we can to keep him comfortable. I would try to give him his bottle. He wouldn't even take the bottle. I should knew right then and there, like, this is bad. Like, he didn't even want his bottle, y'all. He was just crying. So we was doing the best we can to, keep him comfortable. He used to sleep in his crib, but that night, my mommy instincts, I just wanted my baby next to me. So I did not let him sleep in his crib. Hey, I ain't even tell y'all that. Yeah, he leveled up from his bassinet. He don't like his bassinet no more. He's sleeping in the crib now. His bassinet is he's right beside me. I was just gonna put him in his bassinet, but I wanted him right there beside me. And so yeah, Wednesday night was rough, y'all. Like, we didn't get no sleep. My boyfriend had to get up and go to work. He had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work the next day. And yeah, so we just switching different positions, had him laying on his back and turning time, and I was just up sitting there. That like minutes go by, he crying. At one point I had him up sleeping on me on my chest, then he went from laying on my boyfriend. Like, y'all, it was rough trying to get him comfortable. And finally he was comfortable on his tummy, and I never really worried about him sleeping on his tummy because he knows how to move his head by himself. He don't get stuck on his face or none of that. So he's always been fine sleeping on his tummy. He loves sleeping on his tummy, actually, y'all. So and now I think about it, y'all, I honestly was probably where we messed up. It was letting him lay on his belly while his chest was so congested. I'm not sure, but I be thinking of like, what is it that I did wrong? Like, so I feel like that kind of played a factor in it too. But like I said, that was literally the only position he was comfortable in, and I just was just doing the best I can to make him comfortable. So that probably was an error as well. Now I'm just sitting and thinking, and I'm just trying to figure out the ways I could have went about just doing different to avoid us being here. And then also, I was concerned about him choking on his own spit up, because he was spitting up bad and had like a whole lot of bubbles and stuff coming in his mouth, and that was my biggest concern, him choking in his sleep. I didn't want him to choke. So when I see he was coming on his belly, I left him that way on his belly. So Thursday morning come, y'all, we finally got maybe like 2 good hours of rest. My boyfriend was already gone for work. And for those of y'all who don't know, my baby was born early. He's a preemie baby. He was born December 31st, but wasn't due until March 25th. So he came at 28 weeks and 4 days, 6 days, 1 on. So let me make sure that's the right day, y'all. I've been saying 28 weeks, but I don't want to be wrong. Oh, I don't even have it in my thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 28 weeks, 4 days, 6 days, 1 on. But yeah, so and so my baby, when he came home from NICU, he spent 101 days in NICU. He came home on a heart rate monitor. And so, thank God for the monitor, y'all. So, yeah, we're sleeping. His alarm has been going off throughout the night, y'all. So every time the alarm goes, I hop up, I look at it, see what it is. I look at him, and he's been good throughout the night. But come Thursday morning, y'all, the alarm was going off like crazy, like back to back to back to back. Usually when the alarm go off, it'll cut off by itself because he'll get itself right. But that wasn't the case this time, y'all. It just kept going off and off. So I hopped up out my sleep, looked at the monitor, and it just, both of the lights was red. I seen too many red. So I instantly, I flipped him and I looked at him, y'all, and his eyes was open. He wasn't even sleeping, y'all, and my baby was blue. And I stepped back and I looked down and I was like, wait, I was shook. I was just like, oh my gosh. And what's crazy is, y'all, all this week I was going over CPR in my head. I was questioning myself, like quizzing myself on how to do CPR in my head. And I pray over my baby before we go to sleep. I pray over him throughout the day, but my prayer that night was different. I prayed, I said, God, just, I was feeling bad. I said, please get rid of the sickness. Just give the sickness to me. I said, if anything was to happen, Lord, just please wake me up on time. I said, protect my baby during the night, like all of that. But I asked God, I said, please, if anything happened, wake me up, God, wake me up on time. And y'all, just seeing him like that, and instantly I froze. I'm trying not to cry. I don't want to cry on camera. But I looked at him and his eyes was open. He was blue. I checked his pulse. I took his pulse. His pulse was weak. But I knew, he wasn't, So I called my mama and I said, Ma, I was like, I'm trying to wake the baby up. He's not waking up. She was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was like, Ma. And I was in shock, and like I'm explaining it slowly. All of this was happening fast, and she immediately started yelling. She said, Tika, start CPR. And I luckily took the CPR class, so I already knew what to do, y'all. And I screamed for my sisters. My sister stayed with me. I said, call 911, call 911. I was just screaming for anybody. So I started CPR. I'm doing the 30 compressions, lean his head back to give him the 2 breaths. And with an infant, a newborn so small, you put your mouth over his mouth and his nose. I'm giving him the 2 breaths, and I went back. I did CPR for about 5 minutes, y'all. And While all of that is happening, my sister and my boyfriend, two brothers, everybody trying to call the police, and we couldn't get a hold of the police, y'all. They was not answering the phone. Like, it just, and that right there was crazy. I never been so scared, y'all, but I didn't panic. I went in shock when I first seen him, but I kept going with the CPR, and I seen him. You could hear him like gasping while I was doing the CPR. You could hear him like gasping. I looked at his chest, I could see his chest starting to rise on its own, but still it was kind of weak. So I kept going and I kept going, and then finally he blinked his eyes. And oh yeah, before I even started the CPR, y'all, I plucked his foot. I checked his pulse, plucked his foot. He didn't react. He was unresponsive. I went like this. I yelled his name. He didn't answer. So that's when I jumped into it. But once I saw he blinked his eyes, that's responsive. So I started plucking his foot, and then he started crying. And that was a huge relief in the room. Like, everybody, like, it's like everybody was in the chokehold. Like, that was scary, y'all. Just seeing how he was looking with his eyes just open and him blue. I don't know. And then the thoughts I was having, and I had to like pray against the thoughts I was having. I was like, sir, I was just so scared of losing my baby that night. One, because he was sick. I never experienced him sick like this. I was already kind of nervous, but I just wanted him next to me, and I'm not even gonna speak on the thoughts that I was having, y'all, but just that I was not having no good thoughts. So finally we got a hold of 911, and she's trying to talk to me when I'm doing CPR, and I'm like, I gotta count my compressions. I can't talk, so I'm trying to talk to her, count my compressions. And yeah, and the lady, she just wasn't talking with no sense of urgency. We told her we had a newborn unresponsive. She was like, okay. You know, she asked for the address, asked who is she talking to, and I don't know, it was no sense of urgency there for me, but I remained calm. Once I got my baby conscious, I kept him up. He tried to go to sleep, y'all, and I had to keep him up, so I just kept plucking his little foot so he could stay up, and then he was up, and I knew he was him. He looked at me like, why did you wake me up? Like, he looked at me like he was annoyed or something. My baby kind of got that kind of attitude, so I knew he was okay. But y'all, anyway, so the fire truck, they arrived for the ambulance, and they just kept an eye on the baby till we got there. And the ambulance got here. First they was like, I ain't gonna go through all that. But yeah, they was just, at first they said they was gonna call it as a cold non-emergent, but once I don't know what he got, his blood pressure or something, and looked at his heart rates and stuff, he was like, call it respiratory and emergent, and hurry up and get there now. So they sped us to the hospital, and when we got here, they took an x-ray and saw like his right side of his lung was congested a lot more than the left side, and with him being premature, his lungs aren't mature enough to work as hard as he needed to, so his body gave out. So they've been sent us up to the ICU. They've been suctioning out his nose, and and it's just, I thought I'd see him go through a lot in the NICU, but here I'm seeing everything from them having to put the tubes down his nose and his throat, and it's just a lot. And hearing him crying and not being able to do nothing, it is a lot. But they have like the suction, it's like a cord, a tube or something. They stick down his nose and it go down in his throat, and it make him cough. And as he coughing, they just sucking up all that. It looks terrible, but they have been getting so much stuff out. So that's what's been going on. Today he got another x-ray. And it's clearing up, but he's still congested. So we're gonna be here for a couple of days. They said by the middle of next week we could expect to go home. But they've been doing breathing treatments, the respiratory treatments on him. He's been getting the albuterol. He had a nasal cannula, I think that's what it's called. That's basically, it's giving him a little bit of, not really like just giving him oxygen, but it's just helping make his breasts bigger, so he don't have to work so hard on his own. And yeah, that's everything that's going on. You know, from them having to poke the bottom of his little foot and get his blood. I watched him get his IV, and one thing, y'all, my baby is so strong. When he was getting his IV at both of his heads, he didn't cry. Like, I'm in the bed about to cry, so that's my baby. I just hate watching him go through all that. But y'all, that boy did not shed not one tear. Like, he is really a NICU warrior, y'all. The only thing that's kind of been getting the best of him was him not being able to eat, because the milk he has is thick. That's another thing, y'all. His milk is thick, so that's another thing. But they didn't want to give him anything thick, so he hasn't been able to eat. They've been giving him fluids in his stomach, but he's still hungry. He was hungry, so today he was able to get the NG tube, and he was able to get some feeding through that. I forgot what it's called, but it's not milk that he's eating right now. It's some kind of clear stuff that they're getting right now, because they don't want to give him any white liquid, just to make sure he's able to take this clear liquid first, because it's not so thick. I'm trying to think of everything that y'all could possibly want to know or ask or anything, but I'm gonna show y'all the baby in a minute. I just want to tell y'all everything, but yeah, this has been a crazy experience. Never would I ever think I had to do CPR on my baby, and just to see him the way he was, I did not get no sleep last night, y'all. That's all I could think about, and I just thank God for waking me up in time. I thank God that I knew CPR. I thank God for my mom being able to get me out of shock. I thank God for his brothers and my sister getting a hold of the police, and just they was there. And this was truly a traumatizing experience, y'all, for everybody. Like, his brother shook up. My sister say she okay, she very strong, but I know that was just a crazy experience. So I don't even know how I'm just going on. I don't know. But I cannot thank God enough for my baby. I really almost lost him yesterday, y'all, and that was scary. And yeah, I'm about to show y'all the baby. This is him. He's sleeping right now. Oh, he was sleeping. That's his little tube. And up there, that's his NG tube for his feed. He's like, what are you doing, Mom? Okay, I'ma leave you. Lord, I don't want him up. But yeah, y'all. His grandma's, they was right behind me when we was in the ambulance. Everybody has been super supportive. The staff in the ICU, they are everybody's just so kind, and yeah. But yeah, y'all. I think he just finished his first feed. They go silence that. But yeah, y'all, I guess just left, so I'm about to go ahead and end this video. So I think this update on everything. Oh yeah, I started getting my hair done, but I didn't get to finish because of just how everything been going. So yeah, but thank y'all for watching. We could definitely use some prayers and just kind comments. But yeah, we're doing okay, y'all. Other than that, baby is, I think I told y'all, did I tell y'all he able to feed and stuff now? Because at first he hasn't been able to eat, but they just gave him some formula and not that clear stuff. So he did good with the clear stuff, so now he can get formula. And they also just went down on the oxygen. So but yeah, y'all, but that's everything, y'all. definitely pray for me. Pray for all of us, but just that was a crazy, traumatizing, scary experience that I never want to experience again. But yeah, if any mommies, I know I have mommies that watch my videos with preemie babies, because one actually reached out to me. That made me feel good. So any mommies who got a preemie baby, y'all please just watch out for the colds, y'all. A cold that a regular baby could get over just through the preemie babies a lot worse, just because of how premature they are and their bodies are. And I don't know if it's anything we could give them to like strengthen their immune. Babies can't really have anything, so it's not too much we can do for them. But just keep your eyes out on stuff, and this is why I share everything on my channel so y'all know what to look out for and just can prepare and just not be so blindsided to it. Having a preemie baby is it's not easy, y'all. But thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll talk to y'all in my next video, y'all. I don't want to go too long. I'm sorry, I just keep talking and saying I'm about to end it, but I don't want to go too long without posting another video. So my next video might be in the hospital and might be home. I'm not sure, but yeah, y'all. I love y'all, my YouTube family, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.